Jerry Jones was not really supporting Mike McCarthy while raving about Bill Belichick, Eagles legend says. Jones said he has no doubt he could work with Belichick. Jerry Jones turned heads earlier this week when he said there was no doubt in his mind he could work with Bill Belichick. The Dallas Cowboys owner spoke highly of Belichick at the Senior Bowl earlier this week, with some speculating it was a recruiting tactic not for this season, but for 2025. That is because the Cowboys have already committed to Mike McCarthy for the 2024 season, despite the Cowboys' disastrous loss in the wild-card round at home to the Green Bay Packers, a 48-32 stunner. The loss, despite a third straight 12-5 regular season, this one ending with an NFC East title, had many questioning McCarthy's future as the team's head coach. It was more so the case this year, as the Cowboys seemed ready to take a leap to compete for the Super Bowl. Jones seemed to choose McCarthy over Belichick, making that decision after Belichick and the New England Patriots mutually parted ways. Jones added that he did not talk to anybody that is a head coaching candidate other than my own. So, despite his appreciation for Belichick, it seems that McCarthy was always Jones' answer. However, the comments about Belichick alone were staggering, says Philadelphia Eagles legend Donovan McNabb. On his Outkick podcast, The 5 Spot, McNabb said Jones' comments about Belichick were not really supporting his head coach, or Dak Prescott. As a former quarterback, that's not full support of having a guy as the face of your franchise and a guy who really takes all of the bullets when it comes to negative conversation about the Dallas Cowboys, McNabb said. He never showed the full support for Dak Prescott. Jones, who initially said, "We'll see how each game goes in the playoffs," when discussing McCarthy's future, changed his tune prior to the matchup with the Packers. "I couldn't be more pleased with what he's done, and I really mean it," he said on 105.3 The Fan. "He's the big difference this year. So, the last thing that I want to do is spend any time talking with him about these kinds of things, agreements, extension of agreements, especially when I've got one. So, that's it." McCarthy's contract with the Cowboys expires after the 2024 campaign, adding more pressure to win when next season kicks off.